On the eve of renewed nuclear deal talks, the United States indicated a possibility of a deal with Iran on its nuclear program. But the U.S. also asserted that an agreement had to be completed urgently as Tehran advances its nuclear capabilities. The negotiations are resuming in Vienna after being halted at the end of last month. China, France, Germany, Russia, United Kingdom, Iran and the United States will attend the talks. Parties have been negotiating in Vienna since last year with indirect U.S. participation. The latest round of talks comes after the parties to the deal cited progress in recent weeks in seeking to revive the 2015 accord. The accord was supposed to prevent Iran from acquiring an atomic bomb, a goal it has always denied pursuing. A U.S. State Department spokesperson said a deal that addresses all sides' core concerns is in sight. But if it is not reached in the coming weeks, Iran's ongoing nuclear advances will make it impossible for U.S. to return to the JCPOA. But Iran has rejected warnings by Western officials that time is running out to resurrect the pact. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Saeed Khatibzadeh said that this round can be the last round if other parties fulfill their obligations and provide guarantees to Iran. Last week, Washington announced it was waiving sanctions on Iran's civil nuclear program. It was a technical step necessary to return to the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or the JCPOA. The waiver allows other countries and companies to participate in Iran's civil nuclear program. The participation will not trigger U.S. sanctions on them. But for Iran, the move fell short. Iran's Foreign Minister Hossein described the U.S. move as a good but insufficient step. Echoing the foreign minister's stance, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Saeed Khatibzadeh said Washington has decided to take a step which has no impact on Iran's economic situation.
ما تمرکز جدیمون بر انتفاع اقتصادی جمهوری اسلامی ایران و مردم ایران از برجام هست. در اون حوزه هیچ حرکتی انجام نشده. ایالات متحده تصمیم گرفته در حوزه‌ای که خودش میخواد برخی اقدامات رو انجام بده، ضمن اینکه ما تمامی اقدامات در مسیر درست رو با دقت در تهران پیگیری میکنیم، اما اینها مواردی نیستش که ارزش پرداختن جدی داشته باشه.
Iran said that Washington had to make a political decision regarding lifting sanctions on the Islamic Republic. Tehran also insisted that its demand for full sanctions removal was non-negotiable. Khatibzadeh told a weekly news conference the issue of removal of sanctions and Iran benefiting from it is Iran's red line in the talks, adding that if the U.S. returns to Vienna with a political decision and a specific agenda to remove the sanctions, then it will be possible to reach a deal quickly.
الان بسیار زود هست که ما در خصوص نتیجه مذاکرات بخوایم پیشگویی بکنیم. اساساً در فضای بین‌الملل پیشگویی امر درستی نیست. آنچه که من میتونم به شما بگم این هستش که هیئت مذاکراتی جمهوری اسلامی ایران بدون فوت وقت برای رفع تحریم‌ها و لغو تحریم‌های غیرقانونی و فراسرزمین ایالات متحده در وین حاضر بوده. ادامه خواهیم داد. خطوط قرمز ما کاملا روشن هست در حوزه رفع تحریم‌ها که تمرکز ویژه ما هست. اگه اونها رعایت بشه قطعاً به توافق.
Even after 8 rounds of indirect talks, differences remain about the speed and scope of lifting sanctions on Tehran. There has been no decision on Iran's demand for a U.S. guarantee of no further punitive steps. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.